Hello, my name is Kat, and today I want to talk about some books that I think would make for amazing theme parks. So this video today is being sponsored by The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. This is an upcoming release. It's out very soon on May 28th. I believe it is a standalone because I haven't seen any news on this being a series, but the way it ends, there's definitely room for a sequel. Like, it was satisfying as a standalone, but I could go for book 2. So in this world, the Kingdom is this immersive fantasy theme park. You can ride virtual reality dragons and visit castles and see bioengineered animals that have been extinct for decades. But one main feature of this theme park is the 7 android princesses who are programmed to please. Your wish is our command. Our main character is one of these princesses. Her name is Anna, and she loves her life here at the Kingdom. But then she meets a maintenance worker named Owen, and she starts to experience some new feelings that she isn't supposed to be able to experience because of her programming, and she starts to question the way the Kingdom is run. Things take a bit of a dark turn though, because while we have the story of Anna and Owen meeting and forming a relationship, this is interspersed with interviews and court transcripts from about a year and a half later where Anna is on trial for Owen's murder. So we're trying to piece everything together and figure out what exactly happened, and if Anna did kill Owen, why, and what does that mean for her and androids like her and the Kingdom. So I started reading this book, and next thing I knew, it was 4 hours later and I was done reading this book. I flew through this. It was just so compelling, and also the premise, really got me. I really love slightly futuristic sci-fi, especially stories dealing with androids, because that future is coming up on us real quick here, and low-key, I'm kind of excited to become an android and live forever as a machine. Like, never needing to sleep and having the internet in my head and being able to, instantly download books and languages, sign me up. And also, I really love stories that explore the big question, the big theme that just goes hand in hand with android narratives. And that, of course, is, what does it mean to be human? Where is that line of humanity? So yeah, this was great, and the theme park setting is serving as inspiration for the rest of this video. I love theme parks. And while I love Disney and Universal, regular Universal, Harry Potter World has such a special place in my heart. To see this book, this series that I grew up with and that I love so much, come to life around me in this immersive, amazing theme park experience, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite places in the world. So I have some ideas about some other bookish theme parks that I would just love to see come to life. Let's get into it. First up, I want to talk about Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire. Now, some people might feel that this is too dark and brutal of a world to bring to life, to base a theme park on. What are you gonna do in this theme park? Just virtual reality red wedding? And okay, maybe this isn't a great idea. Maybe I am just all up in my feels because of the finale. But this world is so rich, and being immersed in it, especially along the lines of Harry Potter World, with that attention to detail and the locations really brought to life, I think this could be awesome. We could have some rides like dragon flying, or a dragon themed roller coaster. Something along the lines of Harry Potter World's Escape from Gringotts, except it could be Escape from King's Landing. But I feel in this theme park it would really be the locations, the shops and the restaurants, more than the rides that are the big highlight. The different areas of the park could be the different kingdoms of Westeros. So King's Landing is just a 5-minute walk away from Winterfell, just like in the later seasons of the show. But yeah, I just think it would be a really cool theme park that I would love to visit, and since it's probably not gonna happen, I might just have to get invested in Renaissance fairs. Next up, let's talk about Percy Jackson World. Now I have a couple ideas on this list that wouldn't really sustain like a full theme park, but Percy Jackson totally would. This park could have a ton of rides because there are so many interactions and adventures in the series that are just perfect to turn into rides. Also, there are so many gods and goddesses, and each one could have like their own little themed section. We could even expand this, so it's not just Percy Jackson, but all of Rick Riordan's mythology worlds, and also the other mythology worlds from Rick Riordan Presents. So we could have our Greek section, and our Roman section, and our Norse section, but also sections inspired by Aru Shah, and Dragon Pearl, and Sal and Gabby Break the Universe. I imagine it kind of like Epcot, where instead of like traveling around the world, you're traveling around like the different mythologies of the world. Also, there needs to be at least one restaurant that serves only blue food. All the food is blue. Everything's blue. All the food is blue. Next up, let's talk about Divergent. Now, there are a lot of YA dystopians, but Divergent is one of the most popular. Years ago, I heard some rumors that people were thinking about doing a Hunger Games park. Like, a theme park is the most capital thing you could do. But Divergent, I think, would translate a little bit better to the theme park medium. Honestly, I think it's mostly the 5 factions. Like, that just gives us so much to work with in terms of, like, themed areas. Like the Dauntless section could have all these thrilling, scary roller coasters. The Amity section would be like super chill and have all the good restaurants and like, I don't know, CBD or something. The Erudite section could have like trivia games and a really big, massive library. Which, okay, some people might be like, why would you have a library in a theme park? But like, I would love that. Riding a couple roller coasters and then chilling in an amazing library, that sounds like an awesome day to me. So, put libraries in your theme parks, you cowards! My final idea is more of a mashup. Because there are a lot of books that I don't think could sustain a full theme park, but that I would love to see brought to life on maybe like a smaller scale, like a gift shop, a restaurant, a little area. We would still need some kind of overarching theme though. So I was thinking maybe like a historical through the decades kind of thing. Again, it would be a little bit like Epcot, where you're like going around the world, but you'd be going through the decades. For the 1910s, we could have a Leviathan section where we have like steampunk World War I. For the 1920s, we would totally have a Diviners section where we have the rich atmosphere of the 1920s, but also some spooky, creepy, supernatural stuff happening there. Pandemonium as like an actual club would be awesome. And I'm sure we can put together some kind of ride that involves flying motorcycles. And it doesn't need to be just fantasy and speculative. Like, Taylor Jenkins Reid is amazing at creating characters that feel super real, so let's take that a step further and like really bring them to life. We could have an old Hollywood section, kind of like they have at Universal, except there would be like posters of all of Evelyn Hugo's movies. A diner that's rock and roll themed around Daisy Jones and the Six. There could even be a modern contemporary area where we have like a Ferris wheel that's themed after Love, Simon. Oh, of course there would be a Jane Austen section. It would be very Austen land. Especially if it was done like to Harry Potter world quality standards. Like, this place would be amazing. But yeah, I think that is just about gonna do it for this video today. I would love to hear from you guys what you think of my theme park ideas. If you have any books or series in mind that you would love to see become a theme park, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will have another video up soon, so I will see you then. Bye!